Hello friends, welcome back. I am Dr. Vikas Singh Bhadoria. I am working as Associate Professor in Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department, ABS Engineering College, Ghaziabad. This college is affiliated to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. And today's topic of the discussion is the smoothing reactor. Before this video, whenever I have discussed about the converter station, in that video, I have already discussed that a smoothing reactor is one of the part of that converter station. So in this video we will discuss about the different details of a smoothing reactor. This topic is related to the unit 5 of the subject EHV, AC and DC. This subject is in the 8th semester of Electrical and Electronics Engineering branch. Now we will start our discussion about the smoothing reactor. So this smoothing reactor is connected before the DC filters at any converter station, and it is connected in series with the converters. And due to this reason, it also serves as a buffer between converter and DC line. Now since it is connected before DC filter, and it is also serving as a buffer between converter and DC line, and the property of inductance is that it opposes the instantaneous change of current, so it serves some other functions also. So due to its importance at the converter station, its sizing is the main concern. Whenever the size of smoothing reactor is selected, then there are certain parameters which we need to consider for that selection purpose. So this sizing of reactor depends on various requirements. Those requirements that can include the reduction in ripples or some others we will discuss in later in this video. So the selection of reactor is an important parameter for sizing of an inductor or sizing of a smoothing reactor. That is an important parameter that has to be selected very carefully. So now the functions of a smoothing reactor, the first function, it prevents the commutation failures in inverter, and this prevention is done by reducing the rate of rise of direct current, because of the property of inductance this that it opposes the instantaneous change of current, so it reduces the rate of rise of direct current. Second function, to reduce the incidence of commutation failure in inverter, which is caused by dip in the AC voltage at the converter bus. Again, this is the property of that smoothing reactor, that instantaneous change is opposed by the smoothing reactor, so it reduces the incidence of commutation failure. So it next function is it smoothens the DC current ripples. Then it also reduces the harmonic voltage and current in DC line. It since it removes the harmonics also, so it reduces the requirement of AC and DC filters, because it will also act as AC and DC filter. Then it will reduce the voltage and current transient during the sudden change in DC power flow. It will reduce the crest of the short circuit current in DC line. So if crest is reduced, it means it will reduce the stress on the converter. Then it will also reduce the, or it will limit or control the current in the valves during the converter bypass pair operation. So there are different functions of a smoothing reactor which they are performing whenever they are connected at any converter station. Now the how this smoothing reaction, or how this smoothing reactor is performing its function. So as we all know that these smoothing reactors are pure inductance, and the current through that pure inductance is ID or I. So if that current is changing, then the induced EMF will be E will be equal to L di by dt, and this induced EMF opposes the rate of change of current. So there will be a certain time taken in change of current. So the current takes finite time of the order. This order may be from few micro to milliseconds from reaching one value to another value. So this principle gives a smoothing effect in the DC waveform. Now next point is about the sizing of the smoothing reactor. So if this for DC transmission line, the value of smoothing reactors is selected between 0.27 Henry to 1.5 Henry. For back-to-back system, its value is from 12 millihenry to 200 millihenry, and it should be selected in such a way that it should be sufficient to ensure flow of DC current when delay angle is approximately 90 degrees. Means it to when if delay angle is up to 90 degrees, so in that case also this smoothing reactor should work properly, and it should smoothen the DC voltage and current waveform within the acceptable range. The sizing is also done from the viewpoint for the minimizing the effect of low order harmonics also, that it will reduce the harmonic content, and it will also avoid the harmonic resonance condition. So that that is the that it can avoid resonance condition if suppose the inductance value is selected in such a way that it will result in resonance condition. So at resonance condition, if series resonance is there, then the there will be sharp rise of current which may increase the stress on the converter valves. This is the variation of series resonant frequency as a function of smoothing reactor, where L3, this L3 is greater than L2 and L2 is greater than L1. So this is the capacitance, y-axis is capacitance, x-axis is frequency. Then L3, L2, L1, the variation in frequency with respect to the value of smoothing reactor. Now for the selection of or the sizing of a smoothing reactor, the percentage of ripple should be within limits. During the inverter faults and DC line faults, the rate of range of current should not exceed the limits. The inductance value should remain practically constant with the variation of direct current. Means whenever current is changing, the inductance should not change its value, and this inductance should be as low as possible. So for this purpose, that one criteria is considered, that the criteria is known as SI factor. This SI factor is equal to VDN upon LIDN, where VDN and IDN are the rated direct voltage and direct current. This unit of direct voltage is in kilovolt and direct current is in kiloampere. And for back-to-back HVDC link, the value of this SI factor is around 0.24 to 1.3. If the value of SI factor is high, it means the rate of rise of fault current will be high. Now the next important point is about the location of smoothing reactor, means at the converter station at which location that is smoothing reactor should be connected. So it can be connected at either high voltage terminal, means like this, or it can be connected at the ground side like this figure. But whenever we are connecting this inductor in this way, at that time a small inductance is required to be connected towards the line side also, and the reason for this connection is that it avoid the consequences of lightning strokes, and the value of that inductance is around 5 to 10 millihenry. So whenever we are connecting any smoothing reactor towards the ground side, then a small inductor of order of 5 to 10 millihenry should be connected towards the line side also. That inductance will prevent the lightning stroke consequences. And whenever we are connecting any reactor or in that inductor towards the ground side, then an add-on advantage with that connection is that it allows the converter ground faults to be cleared by converter control. So this is an add-on advantage of connection of a smoothing reactor towards the line side. And the insulation level of reactor is reduced for this location whenever this reactor is connected towards the ground side. Now the different disadvantages associated with the smoothing reactor. If the smoothing reactor is having the high inductance, then this will result in the slowdown of the response of current control, because the as we all are aware that inductance is having a property that is opposes the instantaneous change of current. So if it is opposing the instantaneous change of current, it means it is slowing down the current control of that HVDC system. Then this reactor will be responsible for some additional losses also, and the resonant frequency is reduced and the current stabilization control becomes difficult, and the energy stored in that inductance that may cause high short circuit current. This is another disadvantage associated with the smoothing reactor. Then for the preparation of this content, this video content, the material is taken from this book. Thanks for watching the video. If you like video, then please subscribe the channel, and after the subscribing, please press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload any video, you will get immediate notification about the uploading of new video. Thank you.